So first question, it's a pretty easy one. When I say the words undefeated national champions, what comes to mind? What do you feel? What do you think?
Feeling some pressure right now, but undefeated.
Like lots of emotions and memories and everything comes up.
One of the greatest comebacks you will ever see in Ontario University athletics.
I think like so many different emotions come to mind.
And for the first time in school history, the Bronx Navy will reside at the Mattamy Athletic Center.
It almost doesn't feel like that's us, but it is. So I guess still really surreal.
I can't believe this. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. What's that? Can you read that? Can you read
Champions, baby. Just to be grateful, I think. Not many people get that opportunity. Not many people are able to call themselves that as they play 4 or 5 years at university, so.
When I came in, I wanted to win a national and an OUA championship, and that's exactly what I was able to accomplish in my last year.
Obviously, like a lot of pride in that and the process of just us getting there. Also just a ton of joy too in the whole experience. And yeah, just going back to like that idea of just pride and like really being proud of our accomplishments and how we got there and the whole process of making that happen.
You know, it was something we started talking about as a program in like 2015, the champion mindset that we wanted to create to have an opportunity to do that. So to know that all the work we put in for those number of years has paid off, that's what comes to mind.
I think everything that came before last year allowed last year to be what it was. The work ethic was always present. The buy-in to team values was constantly being reinforced, and those are kind of the core things.
So many individuals have gone through so many struggles to get them to where they were that year. You know, whether it's injuries, other teams, just maybe falling out of love with basketball and finding it again. So many different stories that all led us to that year, that team. So I think it kind of just all came together for us at the right time, and we all felt that, whether we talked about it or not.
Again, only 8 teams in the country ever make it there every year. Just to think that we were in that moment, and so many of us, whether it was veteran players, first-year players, second-year players, to realize that this is a goal that we all set out as a team to accomplish was just an amazing feeling to have.
It feels really good to be able to see what I was a part of and what we were able to give not only to my family and as a school, but also our team and our legacy lives on. And I think that these banners are a reflection of that. I think being able to see that what we were able to accomplish it feels good being able to come in and be yes, we were able to do that.
I think knowing what it feels like to win a championship is huge, but knowing how to do it the right way is even more important. And I think that's something that is my biggest takeaway, and overall just something I'll carry with me, whether it's on the basketball court or not. It's just really helped shape how I approach different things.
You know, I think it feels for me really great to, have had a vision and set a goal, and know that that can come to fruition with, I think, work, and with the most meaningful moments for me always are as a coach to watch our players achieve something they've dreamed of. And a lot of players on the team have told me they dreamed of doing that. So to see them achieve it together, I think that's really meaningful. And, for legacy and lessons, I think, people just demonstrating that a school that was nothing in women's basketball or in sports 10 years ago or longer, with the right people, with the right investment, all of that thing, we can achieve anything, and, with the right amount of work too.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for watching that short documentary on the TMU women's basketball team. This was one of my recent passion projects. This is something I really enjoyed doing. I had a blast making this. This is obviously the culmination of last year's work with the TMU women's basketball team. A lot of you guys, if you followed me, you guys know I've been working with that team all year last season, creating content around their season where they went undefeated and became national champions. And as a storyteller, it's a crazy thing to imagine to be along for that ride and be able to tell that story. So it was a really fun piece I got got to work on for their ring ceremony just a few days ago, commemorating the team, talking about the memories, you know, what they took away from that whole experience. And I love documentary work. I love short film work. So it was nice to kind of step out and do something different like this. I miss doing documentary work, and I wanted to showcase it here to you guys and give you guys the opportunity to ask questions and, you know, eventually break down this piece, which means a lot to me. And, you know, this team and I feel like I have a very big sentimental connection towards them. I got to see them go through this whole process, and to kind of be there documenting it and be able to talk to them about it was a huge privilege for me, and I'm really thankful. And so I wanted to showcase it and, you know, give you guys the opportunity to watch it and ask me questions about it. It was a really rewarding experience for me to sit down with the players and the coaches a few weeks ago and just talking about last season. You know, it was obviously a few months ago that they won the national championship back in the spring, and so it was really fun to go down memory lane and talk to them about what that meant and what that experience was like, and, you know, what it teaches them moving forward. And this is a piece that is actually a smaller fragment in a much bigger puzzle. I am planning on eventually doing a full-length feature documentary on this team, because what they accomplished was incredible, and a lot of championship sports teams and pro sports do get a documentary made about them after winning a championship. So that is something I've always wanted to do, so I'm going to take it upon myself to create that. But for the ring ceremony, I was just glad to have sat down with them, gotten the main points across, and, you know, built up their story to what it was and showcasing it through this video that you guys just saw. And another rewarding part of this was actually getting to share this with the athletes and the team. The other day during the ring ceremony, they were about to get their championship rings, and they threw the video up on the board, and they all got to reminisce, and they got to experience what that season was all like all over again through this video, and to see their reactions and to see how much they appreciate the storytelling and the content, but also how, you know, fondly they look back on these memories was so rewarding to me. And even just getting them to see the rings for the first time and opening them up and, you know, having that piece to commemorate them, it was just a really good full circle ending for this entire journey. And this piece is obviously something I'm very proud of, and I'm so privileged to have contributed to something like this in their story. Now, obviously I wanted to showcase this piece because it was a very sentimental and emotional piece for me to make, but I also want to give you guys the opportunity to ask me questions and break this down. I am planning on making a full breakdown behind the scenes video in the next week or two. I got some really great teammates and friends to work on this with me and take some behind the scenes content, and I just want to open it up to you guys if you guys have any questions about what you guys just saw, if anything piqued your interest, from the color grade to shooting the interviews to what camera and lenses I used for the interviews, or any of the footage you saw from last season, or what the experience was like shooting a national championship, or anything to do with it really, post-production, pre-production, whatever you guys are curious about, leave me a comment down below, and when I go to make this breakdown video, I'll take all the comments of you guys asking questions, and I'm going to be sure to include them in the video and answer them as best as I can, because like I said, I want to give you guys the behind the scenes, and I think I learned the most in the past when I see people's processes and I ask them questions about how they made it. So if I can do that for you guys and help you guys on your creative journey by giving you that access to how something like this is made, I am more than happy to do so, and I'm excited to really sit down and break this, you know, piece by piece and give you guys all the behind the scenes that you need. If you guys have gotten to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys took something away, please make sure to give it a like. If you guys are new here or haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It would help me and the channel grow a lot, and I would really appreciate it. And that does it for me today, so I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.